taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory, straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. All set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone, and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll fake the give. Now gone. Sliding out of the pocket. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The first drive here, the first time that we've called a big tight end's name. I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now opens up opportunities on the perimeter because I'm going to draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he is going to have a Lions first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a toss play right to Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play.
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try the air now with Goff.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, and they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there.
1st and 10 now for the Falcons.
At their own 17-yard line.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, going back to Patterson.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Jared Davis. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Again, Patterson.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Alex has the lead on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third down, here's Patterson.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
Mariota to throw for it on 4.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And some room to maneuver. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. It almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
On 2nd down, Swift.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a way to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And it looks
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Escaping the pressure right. They try to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. But it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. He went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly and intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing, Mariota. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts from 13 yards out. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This is a hacker, not just for coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Back to throw, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 4th down, Goff. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. A first down throw for Mariota. And now this This is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with them down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Right back to Swift again on second down. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Searching 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Second half will start with a run by Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Mariota. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Mariota's throw taken in by Edwards. Touchdown! Edwards, 27 yards. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is going to help get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They give it to Williams, running right. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They are going for it. Gone. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the park and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking a from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big, and it don't hurt them.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. Younghoe Koo all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. It's probably as simple of a throw as an hour game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in the state of Georgia. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they have knocked it on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Damian Williams, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just had an insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now it's Watson. That's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards for number 11. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. And again, it's Chubb. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's a 1-yard touchdown run for Nick Chubb. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level.
So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Now Mariota on 4th down.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
No gain on the screen there at second down.
At the 43-yard line.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Throwing again on second down. Mariota. And incomplete on the deep ball.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll throw again. Mariota. That complete to Drake London. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
4th down, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. A give running right is Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
That's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've been intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Mariota's throw into the hands of Pitts here. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw Mariota. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Mariota again. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to come into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop it on the line of scrimmage. And a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 3rd down and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. To throw is Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. The final shot before the break, Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
King York to kick off for the Browns.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To throw again on second down. Mariota got this complete to the tight end Pitts. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 4th and 6.
Throwing, Mariota. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. John Johnson with the INT. And the return will stop right around the 25. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Chubb will get the call running left. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Chubb again. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run for Nick Chubb. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. York now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Browns 42, Falcons 14. King York to kick off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And now here is another interception. Picked up by John Johnson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays. Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On fourth down, Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he returns this to the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, going back to Patterson. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
He was brought down at the 49.
Again, Patterson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. This is caught inside the 15. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. Koo able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They pitch it to Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get.
And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.